Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Puppy Love. Today we're going to talk about a little bit more about house training first of all. So you've done your first initial phase of cleaning up, praising your dog when they go outside. Start paying attention to what they like putting their feet onto. This is like a substrate preference. So they will choose something that they really like. Grass, tiles, hopefully not your carpets. Encourage things like towels, grass, and outdoors, and just pay attention to where the little paws are going and when your dog is finding it necessary to want to eliminate. I hope you're having lots of success. Like, subscribe, and comment on your success stories. We're going to talk today about redirection. So redirection is basically making your puppy do things that you want it to do as opposed to things you don't want it to do. So your puppy's chewing the plants. We rehomed Kevin today, and hopefully that's going to work out. And one of the first things he did in his new garden was run around trying to eat all the plants. Now, his new mummy is quite an avid gardener, and obviously she doesn't want that to happen. The first human instinct is to kind of go no and want to punish the dog for doing something that it's doing quite naturally and out of just pure exploration. This is a human reaction. We kind of go like, stop doing that without thinking it through. And what you need to do is go, all right, let me just take a step back here and understand that this kind of exploratory behavior in puppies is very normal. Chewing things, carrying things, picking up things. So anything that can be chewed or picked up or carried around is going to be fair game. More exciting stuff is going to be plants, pot plants, plastic, slippers, remote control, cell phones, anything that smells like you, and obviously food items. So those kind of things you need to make sure you've put well out of puppy's reach. Kind of go through your house and puppy proof it like you would for a young human toddler. Make sure there's no ornaments that can be reached up and knocked off counters or low tables. Make sure you don't leave sandwiches lying around. Make sure your toxins are locked away in cupboards that the puppy can't get into. Make sure you don't have snail bait lying around the garden. Anything that could possibly cause a danger. Make sure your puppy can't get to swimming pools, fish ponds, down drains, into the busy road, all of those kind of things. And be prepared to start teaching your puppy what you want it to do without saying no all the time, because the more you punish and say no, the less your puppy's going to bond with you and the more scary you're going to become. And this will affect your relationship later on. Besides being unnecessary, as the puppy's only exploring, it's not actually being naughty, only we think it's naughty because it doesn't fit in with our egocentric ideals of what should happen. But basically, your puppy's just exploring the world, and you need to understand that. So if you've left things around that can be chewed, that's your fault, not your puppy's fault. So when you want your puppy to drop the slipper or stop chewing the plant or whatever it is, what you need to do is be equipped with something better. So toys, treats, yummies, chews, lovies, whatever. Get yourself some toys and keep them in a toy box so your puppy doesn't have them available until you bring them out. They can be any kind of safe puppy toy, which we will discuss in episode 4. But you can use your basic logic with very small puppies. Nothing that they can bite off or chew. So no toys with eyes, no plastic, cheap Chinese stuff. Sorry, that was probably going to be seen as being kind of racist or countryist. But I'm just using that as an example of those kind of plastic toys that you get that are very cheap in pet shops. Avoid those. They're very easy to bite off and swallow bits and pieces of. You know the kind. I mean, rather invest in a good quality one. I like the toys that are made that are really thick, chewable and durable out of rope and tires and things like that. Squeaky toys are fine. Just remember that they're probably going to die, and they can also encourage hunting and killing behavior in dogs that are prone to that. So consider that carefully before you just randomly buy lots of squeaking toys. But they're fine depending on what you want. So we'll talk about that in more detail. But what you want to do is, say your dog is eating your slipper. What you want to do is call them, make it a big thing, like, oh, what have you got there? Oh, let me see. Okay, I'm going to take it. Thank you. And replace it with the other thing. It can be a treat, it can be a toy, it can be a stick if you just run out of things and you're out in the garden or something. But you've got to make it fun. Play with them for a bit, praise them for giving you the slipper. Okay, you're not teaching them that that's going to be a good thing, what to find things and eat them. You're teaching them that if they do have something in their mouth, to give it to you is very rewarding. And that's what you want. Your puppy's going to pick up lots of things. You also might want to teach them to retrieve things later on. So you need to make sure that you are actually teaching them, here is my thing, I'm going to give this to you. in replacement, you're going to give me that. So you're swapping it out all the time, redirecting the behavior. Do this instead. Let me reward you with this. This will teach your dog that they can trust you, that they can show you what they've got in their mouth, and that you're going to turn it into a game. And that if they do lose the item, they get something more exciting and better. So I really hope that you're going to enjoy redirecting your puppy's behavior. You can do this on all sorts of things. We'll discuss them more. Drop me a line in the comments below and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share my videos, and enjoy your puppies.